Hello, mates. Hello, mates. And welcome to Dark Souls again. What am I doing?
Getting killed. Alright, let's go. Remember I fell off the edge?
in the last episode.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I'm not looking at a wall. I'm gonna fall off the bridge again.
Alright. Let's go. Alright, never mind. This guy's
He is coming for me.
Nice. See? Did another kick.
I do it accidentally. I don't even know how.
But it's still really well timed. You have to like intercept his attack and knock him off balance.
I'm literally just button mashing.
But it works somehow. I'm still impressed.
Won't.
Alright, let's keep going. Gotta go fast.
Ow!
How do you jump?
What? I don't know.
I was trying to figure out how to. I didn't do a whole bunch, or I didn't look into it too much, but I was trying to figure out how to jump really. So I hate to be rude, but we need to go back and rest at the bonfire again and respawn all of them, because we were testing things out and we used all of your Estus flasks.
Oh, like, you can check it out in the last episode.
I'd say I'll put a link on the screen, but I have no idea how to do that, but...
Yeah. Goodness.
Tell me you don't have the Estus. Arrest.
I pressed the wrong button. I pressed it. I pressed the wrong letter.
Keep going, got it. Let's make some real progress this time.
I pressed it wrong. Sound?
Sound's going.
I'm not hearing sound.
Are you not hearing sound?
I don't hear the sound.
Really?
Okay. There it is. Okay. That was weird.
It was doing something weird. It was like, I guess I'm hearing out of like one earbud only, but I don't know. I didn't notice. Alright, let's go. Make some progress.
Lego.
For those watching at home, our Sand was doing weird things.
Yeah. Ow! Goodness! You just jumped out of freaking nowhere.
So the other thing that you can be doing is memorizing where they are, how many guys there are, and where they are.
Yeah, I knew he existed.
I
can't speak English.
You are learning it somewhat. There you go. See, you took no damage using your shield, and then you didn't. You don't even have to use like kick in order to get him. Careful. Nearly walked off the edge there.
Goodness. Not too much.
So, actually, do you want to try going a different way?
Sure.
Alright, so, actually go back down. There's something you missed.
I miss a lot of things.
Well, yeah. I knew about this, but I was like, wanting to see if you missed it before. No, you've already been in there. That's where you got the shield, remember?
Alright.
So you want to go left? Left,
use.
forward, turn left.
No, it's not left. I can't tell the directions.
Like, look left, I suppose.
Words.
See?
Ooh.
You didn't go this way before.
Hello? The heck? Oh, goodness.
Alright, so you want to back off and heal. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not smart. Button mashing doesn't work all the time.
You got this, come on, you just gotta go.
But touch and mash.
The one thing you also, that kind of did right there was that you actually, when you were hitting them, you hit the wall, and so it was actually just bouncing off the wall, it wasn't actually hitting them. I think it was doing it, but it wasn't doing very much damage at all. So, let's go.
Come on, bro. Ready?
Go a little bit further out.
Ready? Yo. I'm gonna leave out here. Friggin'. Stop shooting at me. I am not ready yet.
See how you didn't have any stamina?
Oh,
And then,
yeah.
because you used all of your stamina hitting things. And so as soon as they hit it, then it broke your poise. It broke your poise, and then... There you go. You're getting it.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely, you're getting it. Alright, so you go out, and then he'll run out, break through the stuff.
You coming, bro?
You just run out into the open.
Fling. Gosh, I don't know how I did it.
The button, you know the buttons to do it, but you just... Execution is weird. Alright. It says try ranged battle with those guys, but...
I don't know.
You do technically have fire bombs. Alright. Then go a little bit forward so he tries to go up and hit you.
Friggin'.
Come on, guys. So when he has his shield up, it's not, you want to not hit it, not to do that, because that's how you're going to die. Now back off, back off, back off. Now heal. There you go.
Okay. Be a smart.
So, if you can wait for him to attack you, then that'd be great. There you go. There you go.
Ha! You are dead.
Getting some items.
They freaking hold on to me when I try to.
Titanite shard. I thought those were. I thought you had to get those a lot later in the game, but those are how you upgrade your weapons once you find a blacksmith.
Titanite.
Mm-hmm.
It's like freaking.
All right, so that's the one. That's in this tab right there. The one right to the right of your normal items.
Okay.
Hit X.
Titanite shard. The Titanite shard for weapon reinforcement. Most common Titanite material. Reinforces standard weapon to +5. Titanite shards are fragments of legendary slabs. Titanite is etched into weapons to reinforce.
There you go. Alright, so now there's actually a way that there's a break all those break all the boxes.
Yee.
Oh, look at that.
Hello.
You don't have to break all of them.
I do what I want.
But...
Ah! Goodness.
Dark Souls wants you to progress whether you want to or not. That's why you hit that level. Alright, keep going. Keep a going. Keep a going.
You break all the things. You
See you keep hitting the wall right there?
Goodness. Closed areas are not good for my health.
Nope, they're not. And that's good for... I'm liking some of the instincts, like you just immediately, as soon as you got an item, you wanted to read it.
Yeah.
That's good. So you want to go forward a little bit more.
Is he gonna attack me? He looks like he's gonna attack me.
He is not going to attack you.
Hello, person.
Go forward a bit more. Yeah, a little bit more.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
This is a skeleton.
Well, he's not quite hollowed, but he's a undead.
He freaking looks like a skeleton to me.
He is flesh.
Very little flesh.
Yeah. Anyway, so purchase items or talk.
Freaking.
Things are getting treacherous in these parts. A horrible goat demon has moved in below. And up above, there's that humongous drake and a bull demon too. If you stick around this place, it might end up being your grave.
I like optimists. Just kidding. This is Dark Souls. There's no such thing.
No.
Also, yeah, there's that ending. As you'll notice, almost every single Dark Souls NPC ends their sentences with a laugh.
You say Dark Souls is a dark game.
Is that a happy laugh, do you think? Is that like just a joyful, glad to be in the world laugh?
Here, I'm not here to chit-chat. We talk business or we talk nothing at all. Here, I'm not here to chit-chat. We talk business or we talk nothing at all.
Alright, so as soon as he's repeating, he's not going to say anything else. Alright, so, a bunch of different items.
A residence key. Key to a residence in the undead burg. Simple, sturdy design of the lock in the burg keep out unwanted visitors. But this is a standard key in these parts and will open several residences.
So, you already have a master key, which allows you to, be able to unlock a whole bunch of doors. Some of those might be opened by this key. So buying this key could be redundant, or it could be really useful. Let's just skip right there.
Repair box. Specialized mortar used to repair weapons and armor by grinding repair powder. Rest at a bonfire to make weapon and armor repair possible. Repair powder is fragile and cannot be taken along.
Basically, that's like as soon as you buy that, which is really expensive, but as soon as you buy it, then actually your weapons start repairing themselves. But again, the durability is so ridiculously high that it's not, I don't know, I'm not sure if you even need to buy it now. It would be good, especially later, if your weapons start breaking down, but you can come back and buy it, especially once you have enough souls, because, eventually 3,000 souls is actually going to be really small. And then, yeah.
Bottomless box. A peculiar bottomless wooden box. Its origins are unknown. Some derived as a symbol of unbridled avarice. Any number of items can be dispointed into the box, and items can be managed while resting at bonfire.
Basically, it allows you to keep your bonfire as a separate inventory as soon as you buy that.
Club. Weapon type, hammer. Attack type, strike. A simple wooden club. This simple bladeless strike weapon is effective against most foes, is easily handled, and can break the guard of a shield. However, a single miss makes one wide open, so timing and proximities are crucial.
Alright, so this is probably going to be one of the ones I keep in, because this is kind of important. Clubs actually have an interesting weapon that that there's different kinds of different ways to do damage, different damage types, right? Like I mentioned how there's fire and lightning, and you kind of imply that there's magic damage, right? For clubs, it's also the same thing for different kinds of normal attacks, so like a non-magic attacks. So the club has like a bash damage, I believe is what it's called, or basically just flat damage that is basically from impact, or maybe, I don't know what it's called, but basically impact damage, I'm going to call it that. That is really good. Almost everything takes the same amount of impact damage. There's almost nothing you can do to reduce impact damage, other than like sometimes very light armor sometimes is better against it. But our enemies with heavy armor is really good to use impact damage against them, rather than a blade, which would just bounce across their armor. Axes are sort of do this a little bit better. They kind of mix the impact damage with the slashing damage of most swords. So that's pretty. So they're kind of a nice combo, but the clubs are really nice. The other thing that they're good for is that when it's saying is that they break the guard of the shield. So it does more damage, and even though it doesn't do a ton of damage for every hit, when you're hitting someone with a shield, it's more likely to break their guard, because it does more damage. It uses a lot more of their stamina every single time you hit them.
That's it.
Now's the question, what do you want to buy?
Oops.
So, yeah, go back to purchase item. So, if I might make my recommendations, I could go back to the first item thing. I don't think you actually need very much right here. That the using like the item, the soapstone might be useful, but not really. I mean, honestly, you're probably not gonna need it that much.
Yeah.
It's 100 souls, and you have 1,400, so we might want to get this later if you have souls. If you have souls after everything else, but
Yeah.
so if you go over to your keys, you don't really need the bottomless box and the repair box. You're only really going to need later in the game when getting that amount of souls isn't going to be that much of a big deal. And the key is probably a good. The key is a good question. Do you think that you'll need the key?
No, not really. I'm not really concerned about it.
Yeah. If you find a bunch of locked doors later, if you find a locked door later that you want to use, then you can come back and buy the key. But for right now, you'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
So of all of these, the one I'd probably recommend you buying is just the spear. I think it's pretty useful.
Spear.
All right. So I'm going to buy it for 600 souls.
Okay.
All right. So actually, do you want to exit out of the store? I want to explain something real quick. That there's the
Thank you
So-
kindly.
laughing. All right. So do you remember? So try rolling backward for a little bit. Try turning around and rolling. So that was a pretty fast roll. There are about 3 different kinds of rolls, and each one is that you can pretty easily tell which different roll you get in Dark Souls 1. It's pretty easy. So open up your inventory, hit start, and now go 2 to the right. 1, 2, view status. Click on that. So these are a lot of the same stats you had before.
Sir McEdgeface.
Yep, Sarah McEdgeface. So there's in the middle column, the 3 ways down, there's this thing called equip load, which then gives you there's a 23.3 out of 51.0, right? That determines how fast you roll. Is pretty simple. As long as it's less than 70, I believe. If it's less than 70, you have a medium roll, the percentage of the ratio between them. If the ratio is less than if it's over 70, you have a fat roll. If it's less than 70, you have a medium roll, and if it's less than 40, you have a really quick roll.
Ah.
And if you get over 100, then you go really slow. So you could so a really good idea is if you could get it exactly right underneath 70, then you could be able to then you can wear as much armor as possible and being able to get the most out of all your stuff without actually getting a slow roll. So something I would consider is that those the gloves that he was selling, they might not bring you over what you need. They might still be able to keep you so that you're able to they might be able to keep you so that you're still under 70, but still being able to do it. For those, the reason why I'm cutting myself off is that I'm opening up a calculator, so that I can tell exactly what it is. All right, so you can have up
You
to
again. I hope you've brought plenty of souls.
yeah. So if you purchase them and go over to the gloves, if you go over to the armor, so that we can look at the gloves. So, well, let's cancel real quick. So right here, that there's the, you're able to tell that the furthest thing to the right of all the different numbers of the 6 numbers that it shows, that's how much it weighs in order to buy those, in order to equip those. And so, if you wanted to, you could be able to buy it. Right now, you can have, as long as you, at your current amount of equip load, as long as you're under 35, basically under 38, then you'll be fine.
Huh.
So, adding 3.6 to that means that you'll still be perfectly fine.
Huh. So yeah?
Yep, I think I'd buy that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Buy.
Yee.
And so now you have 300 souls. I think you still have enough that you can go back and buy your the soapstone.
Yeah.
There we go. And buy. There we go. I think you've got everything you need. And obviously you can come back to get more of the stuff from the keys area if you want to get more of that kind of stuff. But if you're gonna come back later, you can get that. All right, let's go.
Oh, thank you very much. Come back soon.
In everywhere else in the world, people end their sentences with periods. In Dark Souls, they end them with laughter.
Merchant ahead. He's right there.
I know.
I think we know.
Captain Obvious.
Gorgeous view ahead. There's a wall.
In lag.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. We'll keep exploring.
Gorgeous view ahead. It's a wall.
This video might go a little bit longer, but I'm not sure it shouldn't go too much longer than what I planned. Alright, so, look at those windows. Down to your, like, not those windows, the other one. The other one's over there.
Other one?
Yep. So now look up a little bit more to your right, a little bit more to the right. What do you see?
A ladder.
Alright, and move it so you're not seeing your head. You got a bunch of dudes. So, you got a whole bunch of really easy dudes. Those guys aren't the guys with the swords and shields, so they're going to be really easy for you to kill. So do you want to try using your spear for this one, or your sword? Your sword is better at hitting for larger groups of people, so...
I don't know.
In this case, I'd recommend using your sword, because your sword has really wide arcing attacks, right?
Yeah.
Which means that it'd be perfect for hitting lots of different people, and dealing for a large amount of small enemies.
Yeah.
Alright. Looking over more to your right so that they're coming. There you go. So you're only dealing with them one at a time, so that's pretty good.
Do you think I should use an Estus?
Nah, you'll be fine. There you go. Alright, let's go up the ladder.
Ladder. Ladder time. Ladder, ladder, ladder.
And an item.
Huh.
Ooh. Throwing knife. So, you got a whole bunch of throwing knives, so you don't need to buy them.
Haha.
So, look to your right a little bit. You see that open door? No, that's a 360.
Yeah.
So, that door.
Yeah.
So, we don't know how to jump, but if we did, we could jump across and get to that door.
We never learned how to jump.
We had to learn it at some point, but I don't know why.
Try jumping. How the frick do you jump? How the friggity frack are you supposed to friggin' jump?
Well, for right now, we can just go over there. I'm actually... No. Well, we didn't need to go. Wasn't there somewhere else? So you can just fall down right there. Yep.
Fall down right here.
Oh, see? We're right back here. You might not recognize it immediately, but there is a...
Wary of Drake. Oh! Was it? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wary of Drake.
Yep, this is where the dragon came
dragon.
down. Alright. So, then we're back right up here.
That looped around.
Yep. So, I think that this will be all for this episode. I think we should be going about the right amount of time.
Yep.
So, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.
Bye.